Hello everyone, welcome to Study with Manjula and I'm your friend Manjula Sri. So today in this video we are going to continue with physical quantities and measurement part 3. In part 1 and 2 we have learned um, about the basic physical quantities, about what is measurement, what is unit, and about length, and about SI unit, about the systems of unit we have learned in part 1 and 2. In part 3, that means in this video we are going to learn about the measurement of mass. In this video we are going to learn about measurement of mass. So how this mass had come, let us see. So in the previous video we have learned that about the basic physical quantities, right? In that length we have completed, right? Length we have covered, and the second basic physical quantity is coming is mass. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. After the completion of mass, we will learn about temperature. Okay? Now let us come to the lesson. Now here is your definition. Mass definition. Mass is the quantity of matter contained in it. Okay. It's very short but difficult to understand. Once again, mass is the quantity of matter contained in it. That means, I will show you. See, this is a box. This is a box. Or better to understand, I will show you a cuboid weight. We will draw it here. Wait, and make us some space. Yes, clear. Now see. Let me draw a cuboid. Yes. So this is a cuboid, okay? It's a rough diagram. I am drawing with the mouse. Okay? So this is a cuboid. A cube. It is a cube. Now, what is mass is whatever the matter it is contained in it. That means how much space it has been occupied. How much space the matter. What is matter? Matter is anything which we can see, which we can touch, which can occupy space, which can occupy some space and have mass, is known as matter. So matter, how much quantity of matter is contained in a body is known as mass of that body. Understood? There is a difference between mass and weight. Difference between mass and weight. This one I have already explained in the before video. That means while explaining about the length, about the basic physical quantities, in that I have explained what is mass and difference between mass and weight. Now once again I will show you. See, mass is nothing but what I have said, the quantity of matter contained in it. But weight means what? See, this is the earth. Earth you have? Yes or no? Earth you have? So, earth have a force. What is that? Gravitational force it have. It have what? Gravitational force. Earth has a gravitational force. So, that gravitational force will attract a body towards itself. Will attract a body towards itself. So, this is a person. This person will be attracted to the gravitational of the earth towards which direction? Towards downwards direction. So how much that force is exerting on that body by the pull? How much force is exerted by the body by the pull of the earth is known as weight. Is known as what? Weight. Okay, now we have understood about the mass and about the weight, the difference. So this difference is, see, the mass of a body cannot change at place to place. Suppose for example, this is an earth, this is our earth, and this is the moon, which will always rotate and revolve around the earth, right? So there is a much difference between the gravitational forces of earth and the moon. The earth have more gravitational force than the moon. So if a person is on the earth, if his weight is 40 kgs, if his weight is 40 kgs on the earth, 40 kgs on the earth, then this weight, when he will reach the moon, when he will be on the moon, this weight will decrease to 1 by 6. How much? 1 by 6. 1 by 6th of 40. That means 40 into 1 by 6. How much? 2 3s are 2 20s. If you will multiply this, then you will get approximately 6.67. Means it is not the exact number, 6.67, but continuously 6 will come. So stop that, you can keep the 67. So 6.67 kgs this person will become. Understood? This weight is how much? On the moon. That means the difference between the earth and the moon's gravity is 1.6. The moon's gravity is 1.6th of the earth's gravity. Understood? So this is not included in this chapter what I am teaching, but for your kind information I am telling you so that you can understand what is the difference between mass and weight. Now what was I was telling? That mass do not change from place to place, but weight of a body can change from place to place depending upon the gravitation force of the mass. Understood? Okay. Now let us go. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. SI unit of mass is what? Kilogram. Now how this kilogram had come? 1 kilogram was defined as the mass of a cylinder of platinum iridium alloy. Wait, here double of had come. Now okay, right. 1 kilogram was defined as the mass of a cylinder of platinum iridium alloy. We are aware of this platinum iridium alloy in the previous video. I mean, while explaining about the length, how the SI unit meter have arrived, I have said yes or no. So how that have been arrived? I mean, how that meter was defined? The distance between the platinum iridium alloy, that when two marks, when the distance between the 2 points of the platinum iridium rod is defined as 1 meter. But what here they are saying is the cylinder of platinum iridium alloy, the mass of cylinder of platinum iridium alloy kept at International Bureau of Weights and Measure at Civits near Paris. At Civits near Paris. Now here another alphabet I forgot. Sorry for wrong typing because I was in a hurry and I have typed many mistakes. Okay. Measure at Civits near Paris. So Civits is a place near Paris where this International Bureau of Weights and Measure. This is one of the bureau. This is one of the, I mean, you can say this is one of team which will work about the units of the physical quantities. Okay. So what alloy they have measured of platinum iridium cylinder. Cylinder, you know how it will be? Like this, it will be cylinder. Yes or no? So this cylinder made up of platinum iridium alloy. Alloy means a mixture of platinum and iridium is platinum iridium alloy. Alloy is one of the mixture, right? So the mass of this cylinder made up of platinum iridium alloy is defined as mass. The SI unit of mass, what is that? Kilogram. 1 kilogram. The mass of this cylinder is defined as 1 kilogram. It's looking like R. I have to write K. 1 kilogram. Right? So you must get a doubt. Why only platinum iridium alloy is used for these all measurements? Can't we use any other metals? So there is a reason, because the property of metal is they have their own melting and boiling points, right? So this platinum iridium alloy, if kept at 0 degrees Celsius, is perfect in its measurement. So that's why this platinum iridium alloy is used. The boiling point of platinum is too high. That means it cannot melt off. If a metal is heated, what will happen? It will expand. If a metal is kept freezed, that means it will contrast. So when this platinum have high boiling and low melting point, so that's why it can be in a perfect measurement even kept at 0 degrees Celsius. Understood? So these all points, if you may have in chemistry or you may have in higher classes, these all points you can understand about the metals and non-metals. Okay? Now, there is one relationship that we have to understand, that is, where I have written it. Yes. Now, mass of 1 liter. See, mass of 1 liter is taken as 1 kilogram. Mass of 1 liter is taken as 1 kilogram. Now, what is this liter? Liters, this unit will use to measure liquids, right? We'll use this unit to measure liquids. But kilogram is for mass, that means solids. Yes or no? Solids. But how we have taken this liquid liters? That means, for example, we will take a milk packet. If morning you will go to the shop and you will bring the milk packets. Of course, some of them will have the cow milk, but some will use the packet milk, right? So on the packet milk, if you will see, the mass of this packet milk will be 250 ml will be there. Mass 250 ml. Yes, this is also a mass, na? Because this is the mass of a liquid is measured in liter. Mass of solids is measured in kilogram. So, if you have ever observed a milk packet, you can see 250 ml or something, 1 liter or ml or liter. 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml, okay? So, ml also, that means milliliter. Milliliter is also a what? Unit of mass for measuring liquids, okay? So, if you have ever observed, you will see the mass there, the mass of the packet. They will give the mass of the packet is how the somewhat the number they will give, and the mass, but they have given mass. You should measure in 1 kilogram, na? But they have given 1 liter. That means 1 liter they have taken as 1 kilogram. So instead of 1000 ml, you can write 1000 grams also. 1000 grams also. Why? See, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. 1000 grams. In the same way, 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml, right? 1000 ml. The values are equal. Yes or no? The values are equal. So in the same way, 1000 grams is equal to 1000 ml. 1 kg is equal to 1 liter. For example, sometimes we may say, bring me 1 kilogram of oil. 1 kg oil. 1 kg oil. That means how much? 1 liter of oil. 1 liter of oil can be said as 1 kilogram of oil. So this is the rare case where we use this grams, but this conversion of these units will be important in doing our numericals. Sometimes you may get liters converted into kilograms and kilograms converted into liters. If this type of term is given in any numerical, we no need to confuse. Okay? Sometimes in numericals they will say 1 gram of water. 1 gram of water means how much? 1 milliliter of water. 1 milliliter of water is equal to 1 gram of water. Understood? Okay. Now let us see some of the units, other units except the SI unit. We will see. What are those? I will take a text box and I will type. Right. Multiple and subunits of mass is, bigger unit of mass is, bigger unit of mass is equal to, a bigger unit of mass we have quintal. We have what? Quintal. T-A-L. Quintal. Right? And 100 kilogram make 1 quintal. Okay? The bigger unit we have what? Quintal is the bigger unit of mass. So how it is related to our SI unit is 100. Wait, I'll write here only. 100 kilogram, 100 kg, 100 kg is equal to 1 quintal. 1 quintal. Q I will write off, okay? No space. Okay, I will write the letter. Quintal. It's very difficult to write the mouse. It's getting much time. Okay, somewhat I have written, okay? See, 100 kg is equal to 1 quintal. And 1 quintal, 10 quintals make, better this all I'll write in text box only. Now, 10 quintals. 10 quintals. Quintal make 1 metric ton. Metric ton. 1 metric ton. 10 quintals will make 1 metric ton. That means how many kgs? See, 1 quintal is equal to 10 kgs. But 10 quintals means how many kgs? 100 into 10. That means 1000 kgs is equal to 1 metric ton. 1000 kgs. 1000 kgs is equal to 1 metric ton. MT I will write. Wait. MT. See, 100 kgs is equal to 1 quintal. Then 10 quintals is equal to how much? 100 into 10, 1000. That means is equal to 1 metric ton. 1000 kgs is equal to 1 metric ton. Understood? Now, the smaller units will be, these were the multiple, that means the bigger units. Now the smaller unit is, let us see, the smaller units are the smaller units is grams. So 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. And the short form of gram is G. Short form of gram is what? G, small g. Okay. Now other small unit is, another small unit is milligrams. That means the smaller unit milligram is 1 gram is equal to 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. 1000 milligram. Understood? 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So these same units it will convert and we will write. How? Converting means, in the before we hear these all I have explained how we will convert. That means it will come in fractional form. How? I'll see. See now, bigger unit of mass was quintal. That means 1 kilogram, right? Now how you will write? If I'll ask 1 kilogram, it will make a space. Yeah, fine. If I'll ask 1 kilogram is equal to how many quintals? Actually 1 quintal means how many kilograms? 100. Yes or no? So then 1 kilogram will be how many quintals? That will be 1 by 100 quintals. I'll write in short form Q, but you will write quintal only. I am unable to write with the mouse, but I am writing. See, 1 kilogram is equal to how many quintal? 1 by 100 quintal. Okay, I'll write for you quintal. Okay, and 1 metric ton, 1 MT metric ton is equal to how many quintals? Actually, how many quintals will make 1 metric ton? 10, right? Then if I will ask 1 quintal is equal to how many metric tons? 1 by 10 metric tons. 1 by 10 MT. Okay. Then 1 kg is equal to how many metric tons? Yes, 1 by 1000 metric tons. 1 by 1000 metric tons. Then the next one is 1 kg is equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. Then 1 gram is equal to how many kgs? This is the homework for you. Just fill up on your own. And 1 milligram mg is equal to how many grams? This is also homework for you. And other question is 1 kg is equal to how many milligrams? So these 3 fill-ups you will fill and you will comment in the comment box. Okay. Now it's over with the relations between the metric tons and units of mass, right? And now we'll go What is the instrument used? What are the instruments used? The instruments used are, one is the beam balance. One is beam balance. You have ever seen a beam balance? See, this is one stick they will hang. Here will be one reading. How much it is there, it will read, and they will connect rope to it. 1, 2, 3 rope, and here you will have one plate. And other one here, and here you will have one plate. One became very thin and other became very fat. Okay, wait, and again I will draw. 1, 2, 3. See, I am very bad at drawing, okay? This is one beam balance, okay? One side you will keep any of the object, and other side you will keep standard weights. You will keep some standard weights. What are those? They are in hexagon shape. Have you ever seen, if you have went to market? Have you ever seen in the market these weights? They will, one will be of 1 kg, one will be of half kg, that means 500 grams, and these they will keep here. Yes or no? These they will keep here and balance these two, and here the reading will come, or the level of these beam balance they will take, and they will give you the vegetables, right? So this instrument is known as beam balance. Now I am unable to write, now I will type off. This is known as beam balance. Beam balance. Beam is not Chota Beam, okay? Or Mr. Beam. It's beam balance. Okay, the instrument used to measure mass is what? Beam balance. And a fiscal balance is there, and other one is grosser's balance is there. Those are nowadays they are not in use, but the grosser's balance is there. Grosser means groceries, you know, groceries. Now how that is, I will draw it. Here is this black color. I want black color. Yeah. So this is a basement, and here it will be one stand to keep one cup here, and other side here will be some instrument, and other side there will be one plate. There you will keep these hexagon shapes is there now, that you will keep. What is that known as? That hexagon shape ones, it is known as standard weights. That standard weights stone you will keep here, and here you will keep vegetables, and here it will show the reading. This is also one of the instrument. This is known as grosser's balance. What it is known as? Grosser's apostrophes. Grosser's balance. Okay. Now you have got a clear information about mass, right? And there is another one, that is an electronic one. Another one, that is an electronic one. That means normal one you can see here like this. Just see. Here there will be a metal circle. Here you will keep something whatever you want, and here will be the reading. It will show in digital gadgets. Here will be the buttons. Whatever the button you will type, here you will keep some substance. It will show the reading. This is also another instrument. Now you have got a clear information about the mass, right? Clear information about the mass. In the next video, we will continue with the same chapter about the measurement of time. Then last we'll go for temperature. Okay? Thanks for watching.